Hi, my name is Landry and I am on a mission to read 30 books this year because I turned 30 in September and I have been in a huge reading slump for the past 6 months probably, and I'm trying to get myself back into reading, but I don't want to put myself in the predicament of putting so much pressure on myself to read a ton of books. Like, I simply just want to get back into reading because I love reading. The second book that I have read this year so far is Again But Better by Riccio. I don't know how to say that last name, so I apologize if I said that incorrectly. This was a book that, honestly, if you've seen my other videos, when I am reading books this year, I am really trying to give myself the opportunity to let the book soak in before I decide to DNF it. And this was a book that was a little bit challenging for me to get into, but I wanted to give the book a chance. I didn't want to DNF it right after the first 1 or 2 chapters. I ended up finishing it. I really did enjoy this book, but there were a lot of things that I did not enjoy. It is split into 2 parts. It's about a girl named Shane, and she is one of those that has felt like she has grown up, gone through all of these experiences without really experiencing things, kind of being an introvert, feeling like she doesn't get out enough. She's never really had a boyfriend, all of these different situations. So she has decided that she's going to study abroad in London. However, there are things that she's hiding, and then there's things that she's trying to work through and figure out. And she's kind of starting new with this journey of being away from everything that she knows and everyone that she knows, kind of starting fresh and allowing herself to be this new person that she is really wanting to be. You are met with a little bit of, I guess you could say, magical realism, which I did not expect, and kind of getting the chance to do it again, but maybe switching a couple of things because she is new at making friends or meeting guys, putting herself out there and not being such an introvert. Because it is kind of split into 2 parts, I feel like the first part was way too long. And then the second part, because we're kind of repeating what just happened, it did feel repetitive. And I just felt like with the second chance, it was almost like, okay, here you go, here's your chance, we're done. It just felt very rushed in the second part, and I think it's because the first part was so long. Other than that, it was a really good book about coming of age, really putting yourself out there, growing up and changing the way that you normally handle situations, and learning to, I guess, stand up for yourself and become who you've always desired to be, but maybe you were too shy or too nervous or just unsure of yourself or unsure of the situation. So that part of the story was really well done. And this was a long book anyways for being a romance book. So I don't know, could have been a little bit shorter maybe.